Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
All right. So we are going to start today by learning something new for you guys. It's going to be, what have we been learning in our social studies class? We've been learning about what?
Government, types of government.
About government and the what's that called? The
Types
of government. You guys remember
And
this?
the roles.
Hmm?
The roles of government.
The roles of government too. Very good. So we just had a test today. But something I kind of wanted to work with us on a little bit is called imperatives. Say imperatives.
Imperative.
Okay, let's go break it down kind of slow. Tips. Great job. Awesome job. So we are going to learn about imperatives. Now, imperatives are commands. Everybody say that word, commands.
Commands.
Okay, it's telling somebody to do something. And you can do this, sometimes you can do this very nicely, and sometimes it's not so nice. Sometimes we say like, please do this for me. Please do that. Do this, please. So what, can somebody do you know what commands are?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody give me an example of a command.
Can be go sit over there.
Go sit over there. So go,
Yeah.
and then sit over there. All right, good. Go sit there. And then I could make it nice by saying, go sit there, please. Good. Lysandra?
Please open the door. Somebody is there.
Very nice. Yes, you said that very nicely. You said, please go open the door. Please go open the door. Good. Please open the door. So one thing that we do with all imperatives, and it's something that I want us to practice on. You guys are pretty good, but maybe sometimes you hear your friends talk and they don't know how
Yeah.
to say a command in English. We always start with a verb. Let's see, where is my pen? All right, a verb. What is a verb?
Action.
An action, good. It's an action. Okay? Can you give me some examples of verbs?
Play.
Play. Yes, play is a verb. Hmm?
Ready.
Run. Yeah.
Game.
Hmm?
Game.
A game is actually a noun.
A noun?
But you could say, because we play a game.
Oh, right. Okay.
Play a game. So good. I like that you're thinking though. Yeah.
Do it.
Hmm?
Do it.
Do. So do.
Do something.
Yes, do something. Good. Yeah, do. Like, do something, please. Do. Maybe you hear your teachers here say, do
Not.
your homework. Or do, yeah, good. Do not throw that. Do not have your phones out in class. Do not.
Do not texting.
Do not what?
Texting.
Do not text. Yes, text is actually a verb. Text is a verb. Yes.
Okay, texting.
Texting is a verb. Have you ever had a friend say,
Not fair.
text me, and
Oh,
they leave or
okay.
something? Yeah, text me. And then that's a verb, right? That's an imperative. So what we do in imperatives is we always start a sentence, a command, with a verb, with an action here, okay? We always start with an action. So play, run, do, text. Now, let's think about this. Those are things that we tell our friends and our families. I want us today to look at some ways that we can, that maybe a government or things that a president or a king might say. Now, before we get started on practicing imperatives in government, let's do our I can statement. Say, I can
I can
apply imperatives
imperatives
in
in
what? What do we do?
Government.
Government.
Government. Very good. We're doing this in government. Now, all of you have your laptops in front of you, yes?
Yes.
And you're all logged on, and we have our Google Docs open. We're all on the same Google Docs page. And what I want us to do is we are going to practice this together, where we each have our own box. Everybody has written their name in a box, right? Who's number one?
Me.
Ali's number one. Who is number two? Mase's student number two. Malachi is number three that we see here. Number 4 is Lysandra. And then number 5 is Gabriel. And then number 6 is Mr. Nash. Yeah, Mr. Nash. So, what I want us to do is to look at this together. So look at your screen, look at my screen. This one is going to be on mine.
Okay.
And I will show you, we will do a couple of these practice together. Hmm? So that's right, I changed mine to teacher name. So we have imperatives, but they are mixed up. I have given you some imperatives, but the words are not in the right order. So I've given you most of the time 3, sometimes I've given you some pretty long ones.
So you're gonna put in order?
You have to put them in order.
How can we put it order?
That's a good question. Well, let's read all 3 of the words first.
Oh.
Then we will
Yeah.
find what?
Action.
Verb.
An
A
action
verb.
or a verb. And then after we find the action, we know that word is going to come what?
Verb.
Imperative.
First. The verb, the action comes first in an imperative, remember?
Mhm.
So, in an imperative, the action comes first. So we find the action here, and we put that word first. Let's read this. Will somebody please read these 3 words right here?
President vote for.
President, vote for.
I got
Does that make any sense?
No.
No.
So, what would the action word be, Ali?
Vote.
Vote. Good. So go in your box. Go to your box, and then I want you to go to where it says the bold, where it says imperative phrase. The jumble. Everybody say jumble.
Jumble.
If something is jumbled, it's not in order. But if you put it together, this makes an imperative phrase. Okay, an imperative phrase. So the first word, go to this box, and go to your box, and then the first word is vote. And then, what's the next word? Vote
For president.
for
President.
president. Good. So we understand now what it's saying. So, okay, vote for president. Now, there's one more box here. What's this box right here say?
Type of government.
What kind of government? What kind of government would would tell you?
Representative democracy.
A democracy. Good. So that's all you need to do. Now, if you want to tell me representative democracy or oligarchy or dictatorship or something like that, you can do that too. But as long as you have the correct type of government, it could be autocracy or it could be dictatorship. You could say democracy or you could say representative democracy. It doesn't matter to me. Okay? Let's just practice this. So the first one would be democracy. Now, does everybody feel like they're okay with this, or do you want to try one more together, or do you want to do this one more together? Okay. So let's go to the next one. Who would like to read the next one for me? Lysandra?
It's me.
Mind.
Mind your speak.
Mind your speak. So which one is the action verb then, Lysandra? Speak. Yes, speak. If you talk, you speak.
Uh-huh.
So we will write speak.
Speak.
1, 2, and then speak your
Mind.
mind. Now, that's something we say in English. Speak your mind. What does that mean? Tell me what you think. What you, huh?
What you think?
Tell me what you think, yes. If I say, speak your mind, who will be the next president? Speak your mind. And then tell me what you
I
think.
think Hillary Clinton.
Okay, so if you speak your mind, you think Hillary Clinton. Probably, that's
Probably.
She probably will be. Okay, so then what type of government would tell you to speak your mind?
Democracy.
Also a democracy. Very good.
It's about the people, right?
Now, do you feel pretty good now, or do you want to
Yeah.
keep
I feel
keep
good.
going?
Keep going.
Okay, I will give you a few minutes for you to practice these by yourself in your box, okay?
Okay.
It's easy.
And then I will keep my boxes open and we can review, okay? So, let's take a few minutes and do what you can. So find the answers if you can. Okay, that's right. Well, that's oh, well, you were almost, instead of R-A, it's A-R. And that's right. Good job. Very nice job.
He respect your Yep. Here. He respect your
Which one would be the action? Would king be the action or respect be the action? Respect. Good job.
Mr. What does that mean to
So,
pray?
respect
Pray. To pray?
Oh, when you go to the church.
Church. Yeah, that's right. To pray.
Okay.
You got it? Yeah.
So, respect has to be first.
Respect. Wait, which one are you on? Respect your respect your king. Very good, right there. And it's autocracy. Very good. So, now this one is what? So you said the word was pray. Now, what does it mean to pray? Do you know what it means to pray? It's whenever you go to church and you at the iglesia and you talk to God or something.
So, that has to be first.
That's an action. Yes, that's what people do.
Kind of government.
This side.
I'm done.
Are you done? We'll check it just a minute. Hmm?
What type of government?
Okay, what type of government has religion in their leaders?
Oligarchy.
Very good. You guys know it.
Autocracy.
Oligarchy. Yeah, well, the plutocracy is part of an oligarchy, but plutocracy is not religion. That's the people who are very what? They're
Rich.
Okay, very rich. If you say respect your king, you can say oligarchy.
No, because a king
Monarchy.
has all the power. And so what would that be? What oligarchy has 2 or 3 or 4, a few people who are the leaders. There's no king. Autocracy, very good. A king would be an autocracy. Good.
Autocracy too.
Yeah. Finished? Very good. I like it. Awesome. So several of you guys are getting finished pretty quick.
I would say for the religious people, oligarch.
Hmm? Well, a religious leader would be like Ayatollah Khomeini. Khomeini. And he's a religious leader. And he is one of the leaders of a whole country, though. More than just a religion, a whole country. So he's in Iran. So, and that he is one of the leaders of the government. But there are many people in that religion that choose him. They are.
So it's what about all God?
Yes, that's right. There are many people in that religion that choose him, and he has all the power, or he shares the power with just a few religious leaders, right?
When you go and pay your taxes, what type of government can you?
Pay your taxes. Ooh.
Like democracy?
Well, do they pay taxes in Cuba?
No.
People do not pay taxes in Cuba.
No, we don't pay tax.
And we don't know what taxes.
Really?
Really. If in the shopping you go and for example the sports,
Yeah.
it's $6, it's $6. No,
There's no
six.
taxes. What about if you make money? If you work for someone,
No,
you do not pay taxes to
No.
Fidel?
No.
no,
The
no,
government.
we issue,
So
we
if
issue,
if you work in your business, it's only your business in the month the 50 the money you go to give to Fidel.
At the end of the month.
So it's not exactly taxes because if that money don't return to you,
no, we
I
issue,
it's only for him.
yeah, in my country also like that, in Asian, all of them,
Uh-huh.
we use it like that. We don't pay for tax. So, let's say that you have some business,
Okay.
you have to pay tax by your building,
Cash?
all of them, cash, you pay for building, and then you make money, no more tax, you buy from government.
You buy it from the government, so the government has everything.
Yeah, so you pay money
Yeah?
for building, so
Uh-huh.
they give the paper for your own paper.
I see.
So, no more tax. You pay for, how many, let's say, how many they sell for this? So you pay all of them cash, no more tax. It's your
I
own.
see.
So you can do, if you need whatever, you can do business. If you do company or business, you don't have to pay for tax. It's your own.
Wow. I know in Germany, in this country, not in
Yeah.
the other language that I speak, people pay a lot of money in taxes. I mean, sometimes close to 50, I have some friends in Germany who pay close to 50% of what they make in taxes.
So,
Oh, it's higher than American, right?
Yes, very much higher than America. But they go to university for free. They have a free education. It's a good thing. They can go to
How about
doctors.
British? You
That
know?
was the only good thing in my country. Have the doctor and the education is free.
Yeah.
That's why.
The when you in the how do you call that when you need the mom the baby?
Yeah,
The money is not
the
too
income,
expensive.
how much money you
Let's
make.
say in my country, I'm open some business. I'm boss.
Mhm.
So you come to work in my company.
Yeah.
So I pay for a month for how many salary. So that's it, I pay. No government. They don't know about it.
Wow.
Only government.
That's
Me and
really
you.
cool.
Me and
So
you.
that's a good question. You're teaching me something right now, and
Yeah.
I haven't been to all.
So
all
let's
the
say in the
countries.
bed, you
So
come to
maybe
work.
that could be. You could just say instead of
I'm boss.
maybe democracy, maybe more so on a democracy than in other countries, than in other governments. I'll have to
So
research that.
so that's why in my country, if you have money, you have the power.
Oh, is that right?
You have
You
money.
have all the money, so that would be probably.
You can treat people like.
So that's
family.
almost, what is it, only where all the rich people have power,
Plutocracy.
huh? Not an autocracy, it's
Plutocracy.
plutocracy, right. So your government would probably be more like a plutocracy.
Yeah.
The rich people have all the power. Okay.
We don't pay tax. I give you 2,000 a month, so if I expense, I give you 2,000. That's it.
Wow.
The
We don't need-
democracy when you
we don't need tax.
Where the rich people
Yeah, but
have all
when
the
you
power.
read it exactly is who is poor, we don't have money, and autocracy is like democracy or something like that.
A plutocracy?
Mhm.
A plutocracy can be, plutocracy is oligarchy.
It's all about.
All-
So let's say in my country, like it's good for rich people, right?
Yeah.
In America, it's now bad for rich people.
Yeah.
Opposite.
They pay more in
Tax.
taxes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
We
right.
don't pay tax in my
So-
country.
That's right.
So it's like,
What's your
like you give extra money and the
You can't do
government
no
get
tax,
the
right?
money.
Sorry, say that again?
So
With taxes?
yeah.
The
like
boss,
Okay, so let's say that
The
Mr.
government
Hatcher,
come take money from
Mr.
the
Hatcher
boss.
is going to
They say,
pay
"We
me
pause
for
your
my
stuff
money.
if you don't give
He
us
said,
money."
okay, Mr. Nash, I pay you for your work for this much time, I'm going to give you $100. Okay, well,
But he
the
doesn't
government,
return it.
he doesn't give me all $100. He keeps, he will give me $75, and then he will take $25 and give that to the government. That's what the school does for me. They take how much money I make, they take about 25%, 20 or 25%. And then they take that money and they give that 25% to the government, and then they give it to me. And that is the school pays my taxes for me.
If you had child, you have more money, I think so.
But the other
Yes.
thing is the government, they don't give free no food, no give food stamp, no Medicaid by yourself.
Really, in your
Yeah.